Hello everyone, welcome to Carnivorous Plants Hub. Life has been super crazy for me the last few weeks. I've been out of town a lot for travel basketball, work, and even some family functions. I've been from Seal Beach, California, to Boise, Idaho, to Boston, Massachusetts, back to Oklahoma City, and then up to Wichita, Kansas. It's been insane. I haven't been home much and I haven't had time to get many videos out. I wanted to bring you the May update on my Venus flytraps in Sarracenia. This will be the last update that I bring to you before I bring all these plants out into the sun this weekend. I'll be making a video documenting this big move, so make sure to keep your eyes open for that. I wanted to call out that I have a good supply of substrate right now and planters available. I'm going to do my first sale over the Memorial Day weekend. Right now, if you use the code MEMDAY15 at checkout, you can get 15% off your total order. All items qualify, whether you need a repotting kit or just some substrate, or even a TDS meter, we have it. Head on over to my website, carnivorousplanthub.com. It's May 22nd today, and my last update was back on April 11th, so it's been a bit over a month. It's fun to see this explosion of growth that happens in April and May. This explosion may happen a little bit sooner or a little bit later depending on where you live. All my fly traps are starting to put out new, bigger traps, and the Sarracenia flowers have been around for a while, and all of them are starting to put out new pictures. Enjoy the next several minutes as I show you all my plants. I'll talk about some, but not all of them. I really hope you enjoy. If you have any questions about any of the plants that I'm showing today, make sure to throw a comment below. This first group of plants that I'm showing you here are just some typicals that I have. They're doing a really nice job, coloring up really nice. I also have some kind of crazy sundews that are hitchhiking in here. But overall, this planter here is doing a pretty good job. I'm hoping one day that it'll completely fill up. Here's my Chinese dumpling. This one I'm really excited about. It's been really small, putting out a lot of small traps, but now you can see it's starting to put out some bigger ones, and it's starting to get closer to that kind of cool Chinese dumpling shape that we've kind of grown to love. Here is a cool sundew I want to show you, the Dichotoma Giant. This is beautiful. These ones down here are Cape sundews, but let's go ahead and follow this one up so you can see this beast of a sundew. Check it out. You can see it's kind of a split leaf, but it has this really cool shape. I've actually had to support this one because I came out here the other day and it was completely tipped over, so I had to give it a little bit of a support. I used a barbecue skew for that. But these are really cool. I really love these. Very interesting shape that they take. A beautiful sundew. This UK sawtooth here is really exploding with growth. It's got some really beautiful color. Lots of new traps coming up. One of my favorites. Here is my candy cane. This was also one of my favorites, and I was worried that it died over this winter because it didn't have many traps coming up, but you can see it's actually starting to put out some bigger traps now. So I'm hopeful that as spring goes on, this one will continue to grow a little bit bigger. The sunrise here is a really cool fly trap. It's got a really cool shape, but also you can see the flower stalk on this one has got an interesting shape coming out of it. I'm not sure what's going on there, but interesting thing for a fly trap there. And here is the dire wolf, another one that I just absolutely love. I might have to repot this one soon though because it's kind of getting overtaken by these Cape sundews, but look at the shape of those traps. So cool. What a great and appropriate name for this one, the dire wolf. Just really interesting. And one of my favorite reds that I have, my Carnivorous, is really starting to get some vigorous growth on it. Traps are looking really, really good. You can see there's a ton of new growth coming up. The stunning red fly trap. My Aquabia, again, this one grows pretty vigorously. It's not a very big fly trap, but you can see I just have a ton of them growing in here. This one really, really needs to be repotted pretty bad. Here's my little Purpurea. It's putting up some new pictures. This one's never grown super great, but it is starting to take off here a little bit, so we'll see what it does. And of course, my Mr. Knightley. This one always does good every year. It's got some nice new growth coming up. Here is the crested petiole. This one's interesting. The flower stalk on this one is really, really cool. It's doing some pretty unusual stuff. I decided to leave this one because I just kind of wanted to see what it was going to do. Here's a young B52 that's finally starting to put out some really, really big traps. Don't sleep on the B52. It's a common cultivar, but it puts out some really great traps. Here are my Bristletooths, another one that I really, really like. The traps aren't super huge on this one yet, but the colors are just outstanding. Look at the red, it's really, really deep red. Got several growing in this planter. I'll probably have to get these separated next year. Here is the Phalanx, one of my favorites just because of the colors. It goes from kind of green to yellow to really, really bright red. It's throwing out some really nice new traps. It's starting to get some length on it. Here's my Sarracenia. This one is getting overcome with these split leaf sundews here. I'm gonna have to repot this because you can see they're down there, but these sundews have just absolutely taken over this planter. Here's my Sarracenia Maroon, one of my OG plants since I started my channel. It's starting to put out some really beautiful new pictures. I've always loved this plant. One I picked up from Lowe's actually, but it's been one of my favorites every year. Leah Wilkerson, Minor Giant, starting to put out some great pictures. It's got some flowers coming up. Leah Wilkerson, Adrian Slack. Oops, not that one. These two here. Here is a Deep Throat, Adrian Slack. Really nice looking pictures. Leah Wilkerson Deep Throat. Beautiful Sarracenia here that has some of the frilly Here is a Purpurea, Adrian Slack. flowers and pictures coming up out of that one. Here's another bristletooth. Okay, these ones over here don't have the light on right now. These are under my new Sansi bar light. But starting off here, you have a white fang. Most of these are split from my main plants. Here we have a Z11, Carni plants, a bimbo here that has been separated from the main plant that I'll show you here in just a second, and another bimbo. Got a G17, got a little one shooting out here, and the Z, I think I just showed you the Z11, but there it is again. Here is an Alba. Not doing the greatest, but it's definitely starting to throw out some traps. And the red line, I think this is the only trap that I lost this winter. I don't think this one's going to be making an appearance. Here are some flower stalks that I've cut and I am propagating. Nothing too crazy going on here, but you can see they're still looking green on the inside. And as I always say, if there's green, we're good. Oh, my giant kudo, I really wanted to show you this one. It's been so tiny up to this point, and we're finally starting to get some decent sized traps here. Look at the shape of those though, how cool. Just a really, really unique and neat fly trap. Got our whiskers. You can see why this one's named Whiskers. This one puts out some really, really long cilia. Just an incredible fly trap. Look at those things. Beautiful. And then we have this really, really long one shooting out right now. Much longer than the rest. Here's the main bimbo. You can see this is kind of a chunky plant. It's got a big old chunky flower coming up right now. It's got some of the most beautiful color out of all the fly traps that I have. The white fang. It's got a nice flower stalk coming up. Here is a peach pit that's just taken off. It's also got an insect that it's caught in there in the tent. Got my supernova that's starting to put out a bunch of new traps. The color on this one is outstanding, along with the shape. Martha's lips, I love the shape of this fly trap. Look at that. I can't wait for this one to grow a little more vigorously. Look at that. What a cool little trap. Is a G17 here that's doing really, really well. It's got some really nice long cilia on it as well. And you have my little alien here that always struggles. If you know me, you know I don't do well with aliens, and it's continuing to just be really small. We'll see what it does. This is just a typical here, but it does have my longest flower stalk right now, as you can see it going up to the light. All these ones here on the shelf are all under my Spider Farmer lights, which are just doing such a fabulous job on these plants. Here's the gaping maw. Look at the shape of these. These are really, really cool. This is a crazy looking fly trap, and this one looks like AI art or something. It's really interesting. Another Triton over here. And here we have another peach pit. It's got some flower stalks coming up. Got my low green. This low green hasn't got the best light. It's on the very end. So I'm hoping to get that under some better light when I get this outside. Here is my Black Widow Sarracenia. Putting up a picture. This is a young one, but definitely putting out a new picture. And then the white giant Saurus also putting up a picture. I'm really excited to see how these two, this one's put out a nice flower, but also has a picture coming up. These two are both kind of a mystery to me because I don't really know either of these very well, so I'm excited to see what those two look like. And there we go, that's the May update. The next video see will be me putting them all outside. It's going to be a big move, so I want to kind of document that. Make sure to head on over to my website, carnivorousplantub.com, so you can take advantage of my sale going on right now this weekend. If you're interested in Venus flight traps, there's a video popping up on the screen right now that gives you the best care instructions for under 10 minutes. Make sure to check that out. Thank you so much for stopping by today. I really hope to catch you in my next video. Bye.